Ahoy, and welcome to Normal World. I'm Dave Landau.
And I am Quarter Black Garrett. And joining us as well, as always, Angela.
I'm Angela. Hi.
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 Hey,
Hi.
Angela. How are you doing?
Welcome. Thank you for getting us to 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah, dude. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I didn't forget about it. I'm just messing.
I know.
Thank you so much.
How did they get us to that?
I don't know, man. It's like a lot of liking and subscribing and tongue punching that like button right now. Do it.
Do it.
There. There you go. Thank you.
And I hear
Appreciate
you have
you.
a new channel.
I do have a new channel. It's Neigh Garrett over on the YouTubes. You can go watch. I have a video up right now where I went and talked to nerds at Comic-Con talking about Hollywood and the current state of our pop culture. It's fun.
Nice.
It's a fun time. Go do it. What about you?
This weekend, I'll be headlining Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas. It's sold out, but sometimes they have standby tickets if you look into it, though. Also, September 12th through 14th, Charlotte, North Carolina at the Comedy Zone, and September 20th, the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio. So those are some fun ones to do.
If you want to get tickets to the sold-out shows, just meet me behind
He's got a
the
bunch
old
of
place.
extra ones, so it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Now, joining us for the first time on the show, he's a gentle lover. He always asks for consent,
That's right.
but he also is fond of lizards.
Mm.
Did you know that? And you can check out his tour dates at arimannis.com. Please welcome to the show, Ari Mannis.
Thank you so much. What an honor to be here. And I have to say, this is the nicest podcast that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, thank you. It's
And
not
I've been on a lot of podcasts, bad, good. I don't want to brag, but I know a lot of celebs.
get around.
This is nice. I don't know what right-wing billionaire sponsors you guys or pays for this.
You know, we don't know
His
either.
name is Glenn.
Wait, really? Oh.
He must. I don't know how he made his money, but there's no way you guys are providing a positive return on this set.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, no.
And I don't mean that to be insulting. The show's great, but this looks like it was $1 million.
Oh, no, it was built for someone else.
Yes.
And then once they were fired, we just sort of came in. They just threw some paint on the walls and called it ours.
They keep the pictures behind us so they know.
This is incredible. This is nicer than Joe Rogan's set. I don't know if you guys know that. This is a nicer set than Joe Rogan's.
I take it.
It's a lot of makeup on a
This is crazy.
hog.
Yeah.
Yeah, this podcast is in no way. Don't let
Don't
this.
even put those things in your mouth at the same time.
I mean, RoboCop was shot in this building, so it's not.
Just believe it.
I mean, it is a nice building.
Yeah, it's a nice building
Yeah, we do stuff on our phones.
most of the time.
But
Favorite lizard? Go.
Ooh, I mean, leopard geckos are beautiful. Classic. They're cheap. They're $30. You can get them for a gift for people.
Then
You can get them and just doesn't matter what happens to
That's
them.
a
It's $30.
hilarious gift to give to someone.
It's a great gift.
A
It
burden.
teaches them responsibility, how to
Yeah.
take care of things, the beauty of reptiles,
or how to kill it.
or how to kill it.
Yeah.
The circle of life.
I did, though. I had a frog and a gecko when I was a kid.
Very
And I
nice.
always wanted an iguana because I wanted to walk it, but my parents wouldn't let me get
You
it.
should get back into it now that you're an adult.
I know, I could do it.
Get a
Girls love it too.
terrarium?
I don't know if you're married or not, but
I am.
Okay, well, your wife would love it.
She loves lizards, that's for sure.
You have kids?
I do have a kid.
Oh my, you got to do it.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're a bad dad. If
I
you
know.
don't get 3 geckos this week, you're a shitty dad.
That's what I've been told for a long time by my therapist. And
Specifically that.
he's like, listen, do you have lizards at home? We got 2 dogs. I'm afraid they're going to hurt the lizards.
Keep them separate. They'll
Yeah.
be fine.
We might do it.
I had a friend that had a bearded dragon.
I had those as a
Yeah.
kid. They were great. From Australia.
That was
Wonderful, large-breasted animals. They
Really,
have
like
big
have a
breasts.
lot of personality, which you don't expect in a lizard.
They're curious. They bob their head when they're mad. They grow
Yeah.
beards. They're cute.
The ones you don't like?
I like them.
No, are there ones you don't like?
Oh,
It's the worst lizard.
chameleons. They're beautiful, but they're nasty, mean creatures. They're hard to take care of. They're nitpicky. They need special treatment. I don't like them. Bad
If
pets.
they get out, is it like we're never going to find him again?
We're screwed.
That's all reptiles. If they get out,
Oh,
they're
really?
trying to escape and they're
Okay.
trying to hide.
Okay.
And they rather die than be found again.
Are they like cats? They don't actually love you.
They definitely do not love you.
It's like
they're
it's
lizard
you're
brain.
pretending. You're pretending they love you.
Yeah.
They don't even pretend.
Oh well.
They
A
don't love
frog, I thought, loved me.
you. It didn't.
I think it did.
We had a little turtle.
Don't take that.
His name was Koopa.
Turtles also bad pets. Dirty, nasty,
really dirty.
salmonella.
Yeah.
But they're cute. They're fun to look at.
The giant ones live forever.
Those are tortoises.
Okay, that's
Those are different. Those are cool.
Okay, because
Those are friendly and clean.
I just saw a picture where there's one. It was alive in like 1830, and they have a picture of it, and then it's still alive today.
That's cool.
Just 200 years, and it's just hanging out at this like beautiful house on the water.
You should get that for your
That's the
family.
life.
Get a
I would
tortoise.
love to get a tortoise.
What's the difference between a regular turtle and a tortoise?
Tortoises don't need the water. Turtles are aquatic. They're mostly in water, and they come out and sunbathe, whereas tortoises don't ever live.
Literally got that question from my son today. So now you answered it. Wow.
Yeah. What's your son's name?
Tyler.
Tyler. Now you know. Does he listen?
No.
Oh God,
Because I'm going
Not
to
this
use a
show.
lot of profanity and sexual innuendos.
Yeah, this would be
That's
bad.
why
I would
the
be a bad
show
parent.
It's not the most popular on the right-wing network.
Yeah, it turns out.
Is it?
It's weird how that worked out.
Yeah, but they also beat hares. Don't forget
They do like,
tortoise in the hare.
oh.
The
I
rabbit.
thought you were talking about hair like from your head.
No.
And then I was
Slow
thinking
and
like
steady.
a
Mhm.
rabbit. And I was
It's
like,
a
wait,
race.
He's got
I
it.
thought you meant like beat as well. Sorry, I went on a weird tangent there in my brain.
Like that. Joe Biden has showed that throughout his whole career. Slow and steady, won the race.
That's true.
Yeah.
Until he dropped out
Right.
from all.
But he won.
Until-
He definitely won.
He won.
was the
He's
He's on the
president.
beach right
He
now.
was at the top.
He was.
Yeah.
He was for sure.
Mhm.
Just
We all lost, but he won.
yes. America's doing terribly.
See that?
Yeah,
I
but
can get on board with whoever owns this place. You listen to me
Go.
talk. I'm on your side.
Yeah.
Give
Yeah.
me money.
Oh, that's what it's all about. As long as you can get cash, I'm down.
Glenn, what's up, dude? I'd love to meet you.
So they call
I'll
me.
take you out to dinner.
Yeah, who's ever parking the Bentley is who you talk to.
Mm.
I've always thought that.
Sometimes inside the building, right next to your studio.
I like to
You
park
know who's boss?
any car that's not good next to a Bentley.
Mm-hmm.
One time we had a Dr. Phil Glenn Beck Bentley off.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was a
And then
crazy day.
wait for them to show up and be like, did you open your door into my car?
Yeah.
Because I think my Civic has a little scratch. If you want this to go away, empty your wallet right now, bucko.
You think this is all right when clearly you jammed it into his while he was inside?
It's like white pants.
So you from San Diego?
Originally from San Diego, surfer bra, skater
Okay,
bra,
got
born
it.
and raised, but
So
also
skate.
Jews, so they can't kind of cancel each other out.
So unathletic.
yeah. I longboard now. I don't.
You?
Oh, I like
yeah.
longboarding.
I gave up the tricks and I finally admitted to myself I'm never going to go pro. And I
Went
just
straight
got a
there.
cruiser board. Yeah.
I was a total poser with it, but I love the culture.
Yeah, that's fair. You wore Nike skate shoes and baggy jeans.
Echo DCs back
Yeah,
in the
okay.
day. Yeah.
Did you
yeah.
walk around with
Vans.
a board that you couldn't ride?
Yeah, I had a Cheech and Chong board from World Industries, and I was like, "Does anybody want a perfectly untouched board?"
And everyone looked at it and was like, yeah, we know you don't skate.
Yeah, oh,
'cause no
everybody.
skater has
I
that.
haven't cracked this one in yet.
I had one friend who did Warp Tour because he was really good, and then
Pretty sick.
then he got hooked on pills, and then didn't. But I mean, later in life,
Warped Tour was the punk rock
Yeah.
concert. I know somebody that did stand up on that and said it was the worst stand up they've ever done because it was in this tent and no one knew they were there and there were just people in the back talking the whole time and it was 110 degrees. It said it was a horrible experience.
oh, it would have to be. Like the time I went to it, it was in the '90s. I don't know if they had stand up at that time, but yeah, they had stand up at Bonnaroo. Like I enjoyed it, and this was 2004. But I was drunk off my ass and high and tripping and everything. It's like that's not the place for it. I enjoyed it, but there was literally a guy with a nitrous tank just sitting there huffing it the whole time.
That's not the best audience?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, what are you
just-
talking about? I feel like that would be the peak, you know? Like
Yeah.
they're really into
They
it.
can't even focus. Everybody's
Oh,
so
oh,
out
it's
of-
the opposite.
Basically, everything's hot, so they go in there to just hit themselves with fans and not pay attention to it.
Right.
Like, shut up, guy on the
I
stage.
did. I won a like 10 years ago. I won a San Diego stand-up competition to perform at Kaboo, the biggest music festival in San Diego.
Okay.
And the grand prize for the comedians was you get to perform at Kaboo. So I do there. I get to open for Orny Adams at noon at this festival. I get there. There's 30 people in this tent that's meant to sit 4,000 people. Oh, no.
No disrespect, but nothing says like rock and roll music or like hardcore like Orny Adams.
Like Orny Adams. But they clearly knew that because they put us on at noon.
yeah.
And they didn't. They like, win the competition. You'd think they'd be like, "Hey, pick whatever comedian." Not that I have anything against Orny; he crushes. But
No, he's great.
yeah, but they should have been like, "Pick the comedian you want." And so, but instead, they give me the worst spot. I go up and bomb for 30 minutes. I'm like, "Thanks, this was a great prize." This is really
Like a
awesome.
The
winner.
gift of bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like winning those cruise ship competitions. I won one of those, and they called me back, and they go, "We can give you feature work all over the country." This was in 2004, or you can do the cruise lines, but we don't think you're. I was like, the feature work would be great. Like, please do not put me on a cruise ship. Still haven't been on one. I'm
Why
like,
would you do that? Derek, hey. What's up, Derek?
Oh, hey, yeah, Derek is
Derek.
on one right now.
Stand up's
On
the
one
only
right
field
now.
where the winnings is to lose money. Hey, you won this trip where you'll lose $300 a week. You're like, thank you so much. I'm so honored.
Yeah, this is great. I get to buy my own plane tickets. Wow,
Fantastic.
cool.
So great.
They're like, it's a free vacation, sort of.
Yeah, kind of. You also get like really sick.
Yeah, you also get to.
It's like a petri dish in there.
Oh, dude, like the idea of a welcome aboard show.
It's like right next to stewardess. It's like right there.
And I'll say cruise ship comedians don't get enough credit because you need like 4 sets. One of them has to be clean. I couldn't do it. I'm not good enough at comedy to do a cruise ship.
No, Derek does one that has a club where it's like a normal club. And
Like a place you go for comedy.
Yeah, there are ones that are like you have to have a clean one, like a welcome aboard one,
Yeah.
and then a dirty one.
Yes,
and then,
yes.
like, you have this variety.
That's hard.
Dude, I wouldn't know what to do.
You're performing for drunk families.
Yeah.
I need to go up for comedy audiences, and that's about it.
When
for old
people
people.
who also are performing just want to complain to get free stuff for the next cruise because their cruise trash. Which is just not fun.
Hey, Derek.
No. I had a friend who was doing one, and he said he woke up to this guy yelling, and he's just like, I said I want a free ice cream. This says you get ice cream anytime. Where's the ice cream? And they're like, look, the ice cream machine's just down right now. It'll be ready in the morning. He's like, I want to talk to the captain.
He goes right to the top.
It's like he's steering it. Like it's not. he
He's
doesn't
a
have
little
time-
busy.
He doesn't have time to get you ice cream at the moment, sir. But
My
the
claim to
entitlement-
fame. Sorry, I cut you off.
Please go ahead.
My claim to fame is a cruise ship. I told a story where I went on a cruise ship and signed up for a newlywed game show as a gay couple with my friend. We went on this, and they played it on repeat throughout the cruise, and we were celebrities on this Carnival cruise. This story, I told it on MTV, again, like 8 years ago. No one saw it. It went on this show that no one watched. I uploaded it to Instagram Reels a year ago. It got 34 million views. That's the only video I've ever had go up. It's why I'm on this podcast, and you guys don't even know it.
What was the show?
It was called MTV's Greatest Party Stories Ever Told.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Good for you.
Thank
Right
you.
between Room Raiders and Next.
It was post that. It was when no one watched
even
MTV.
after that.
It was when it was on. It was as MTV was about to die. And now it's officially pretty.
Oh, and they
much
were
dead.
trying to do that like
Still around a little bit.
what's the boat show that every woman loves?
Love Boat.
Love
no.
Boat.
yeah.
Thank you.
Did they have Love Boat on
I thought you were.
MTV?
I thought you were
Boat.
talking about
I
the
thought you were talking
reality
about like
show.
a
that's-
Yeah, the reality show.
No, it's not called Love Boat. It's called
We've talked about it.
Below Deck.
Yeah, Below Deck.
Below Deck, yeah. I don't know what
Below
there
Deck.
is on MTV now. Does anyone watch that? I don't think so.
I don't think it's possible.
No, I-
More people listen to this podcast than MTV
Yes, they do.
for sure.
It's like Real Housewives of something, isn't that what they do? They do like NFL Wives.
I don't even think
They're
that's
all like, my
MTV.
tits are out. I hate that bitch.
That's
Bravo.
that's TLC or Bravo. Yeah, that's something. That's a
But I
different.
actually
they
think
do.
they're owned by
that's
the same
Learning
company.
Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Viacom, and someone just bought Viacom who has a rich dad. I forget who.
Mm.
But yeah.
Man, I wish I had it.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, Viacom just sold
Buy
to some
Viacom?
like rich kids. I don't know.
Elon Musk just evicted his friend who lives in Gene Wilder's house.
real?
What an
Yeah, he
interesting
gave him a $7 million loan a few years ago to buy the house because it was his uncle's. And he's like, "You're not paying, you're out." And now he's selling it for like $13 million.
Ruthless.
Wow.
Dude, I'm like, Elon Musk. Like, I was surprised he even noticed he wasn't paying.
Yeah.
But he's just, I think what
Maybe
happened
it's just
was,
spite.
I guess that what happened was they went to sell it for a little higher, maybe, and he was like, "All right, what are you doing? You're not
You're
paying
selling the house you're not paying me for?
Yeah, exactly.
in
Yeah.
my
It's
house.
just like, I don't think so. You're gone. I thought you wanted this as like a family heirloom, and Elon's just like,
Gene
No,
Wilder's house.
Yeah, it was Gene Wilder, and Gene Wilder bought it for $300,000 in the 1970s. Then he sold it for $2 million in like the mid 2000s,
This is depressing.
and now it's $13 million.
Honestly, that sounds about right.
It's disgusting, dude.
Gene Wilder, he deserves it.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's buying it for that. They're buying it because of the disgusting LA property costs.
Yeah, but they get free homeless people to protect it.
That's true.
Yeah.
And by protected,
Unhoused, I mean. Sorry.
Yes,
unhoused.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry
it's
about that.
LA.
Bleep that out.
Yes, they get to walk around on what is it called, urban snow from all the fucking.
Have you
bashed
seen Gavin
in
out there?
windows.
Like, have you seen Gavin Newsom like cleaning up the streets now in his nice little commercials where he's like, "I've been doing this the whole time, guys. We've been telling you, clean up the streets."
Oh, when he's like, yeah, now we have to get rid of the homeless. It's like,
Yeah.
shut up.
My freaking theory on that is he's gearing up for the next election.
Well, he
He's
wants
like,
to be
look, I'm
president."
super clean. I'm cleaning up the. It's all nice now. It's always been nice. It wasn't my fault.
It was entirely your fault, Gavin.
Well, you won't remember that in 4 years.
Do you think it was Gavin's fault?
Partially.
Yeah, probably was.
A little bit, yeah.
He's too good looking. You can't have someone that good looking running shit.
He's Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Good looking people need to be security guards and just more grunt work stuff. They can't be leaders.
Yeah. Like, I don't even care if he's in a movie, but it's like he can play the governor of California.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but he can't be the governor of California. It's not fair.
No.
You know, like once Arnold stopped being like a big hit movie star, that's fine then. But you can't do that.
How did that work out? I wasn't paying attention at that point.
Which is better than Gavin Newsom.
But also, I think, it's not called impeach for governors, right? Wasn't he recalled?
He was.
Arnold? So he wasn't well liked either.
No,
In fact, he was less liked.
Yeah, he wasn't. He
Really?
was less liked. Yeah. Well, I think he was for a minute. I think a lot of people hate Gavin Newsom now.
That's what I hear, but he won the impeachment thing, the vote.
Oh no,
He's back in.
there's
I went to
people that
LA
like
and I was talking to people, and I was talking to this lady, and she said, "Oh, it's horrible here in LA. It's dangerous and it's dirty and there's homeless people everywhere." And I was like, "Well, what do you think about the people that run the city?" She's like, "I love them. I love Gavin." I said, "Why?" "He's handsome." That's it.
They're also scared.
Well,
They want to keep their businesses open.
that's true. She had she was like an older lady, like maybe in their 60s or so, and she had a Vato boyfriend, and he'd just get out of the pen. He wouldn't do an interview with me. I wanted to do an interview, but he was kind of scary, and I didn't ask.
Yeah, I think it's best you didn't.
He had like the pants pulled up, with the belt.
You got to be pushy if you want things.
Yeah.
You can't be so passive.
That's true.
Yeah, you needed to take that from him.
She was like,
You
"Hey,
need
you
to
gotta
take
gotta
his
interview
man.
my boyfriend," and I was like, "Hey, you want to do an interview?" He was like,
If he hurt you, that would have gotten so many good clicks.
"Oh, I know. Got to keep that camera.
150,000 subscribers if he hurt you. You got to take one for the team.
It's true.
That's true.
Have one of your eyes missing.
Come back like this.
Where
Like, hey,
he's
what'd you
just
do?
Skull fucking you on camera on TikTok.
Well, it was
You get like at least 34 million.
dang it. I need to think about that next time.
Well, Harris Waltz. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Heard of them.
Yes. Have you heard of them?
Black.
Yes.
Indian,
After yes, they are black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which is which, but after 37 days without a sit-down interview or press conference, Vice President Kamala Harris will be joined by running mate Tim Walz in a joint interview with CNN's Dana Bash on Thursday. It will be her first since she became the presumptive nominee over a month ago. She will have a lot to answer for, such as policy shifts on issues like private health insurance, building a border, and fracking, which she has previously taken progressive stances against during her short-lived 2020 bid. She's kind of flip-flopped on every single one of those. Curiously, she will be joined by her running mate Waltz, which some critics see as a show of weakness and indication that Harris is still not ready for the prime time. What do you think?
It's okay to have backup. She's bringing in her backup. She's a little scared. That's okay. She's young. She's new to this game. Let's be honest. Sometimes princesses need a prince to help them out.
That's true.
That's what Waltz is.
A woman needs a man.
I'm not saying every woman needs a man, but most women need men, and
Yeah.
Kamala is one of them.
Oh, for sure.
Is it Kamala or Kamala?
It's both, I think.
It's up in the air in that one.
Can't be
We're not
both.
sure yet.
I think it can be. I think it just depends on the
She
day.
has to have a preference. She has to, at one point in her life, been like, it's Kamala or whatever. it is.
Kamala.
I think she goes by Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala, okay.
Kamala.
Kamala feels more ethnic.
It used to be
I think
Camel A, and then she switched.
Is when she was
She
being
flip
Indian.
flops. Yeah.
She was going for like a hip hop career there. She was like, Camel, hey, yeah, what's my name?
Yeah. She was young,
It didn't work.
Waltz is much more likable, a much better speaker, smarter,
gayer.
definitely gayer, homo.
For sure.
I'd be curious to know if you time them speaking, who's going to speak for longer in the CNN interview. Do you think Walz will speak more than?
I don't think there's no way that he speaks more than her, because she is like a expert at continuing to talk forever and say nothing. So I think
if she gets derailed, he'll probably step in and kind of like be more of like a handler kind of situation to redirect it, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what that is. The whole plan is to
I would disagree. She can't improvise. Like, she can really only read and kind of go off that. Like, she can't go off the cuff. She can't answer a question.
Well, she can talk forever
But she
about
can
nothing.
talk.
Well, yeah.
She can talk.
I mean,
if anything.
But she can't really answer a question, though, and keep a conversation going. Everything she's done. I mean, at the DNC, she did her job. She avoided every single thing that she had to talk about. She gave a speech that it made perfect sense if you didn't need to make any sense at all. But she did her job as a politician. She avoided everything and got people clapping.
She smiled a lot.
She smiled
a big grin on her face the
Yes.
whole time.
A lot of laughing.
And at the end, she answered nothing, which is exactly what a politician wants to do. So, I mean, I think you might have Walz kind of, like you said, shoving her out of the way a good amount.
Cutting her off. I think, it's what you said. Is he'll be there to just guide her in the right direction, cut in when he needs to.
Yeah.
He's the daddy. He's daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah, because I think it's definitely his bottom bitch. But I think when you think about it, like, even with the debate with Trump, the whole idea is like they're going to have live mics this time. So the whole idea is to get him to interrupt her.
Yeah.
And her to kind of, be like, I'm speaking, this is disrespectful.
Girl power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you throw back.
What date is the debate between them?
It's September. I think it's coming up.
Yeah, it's
September 15th.
They agreed to do it on, I think, was it CNN or MSNBC?
That'll be interesting to see.
But they are doing it, and it's going to be live mics, so it should be
live mics, meaning they can cut each other off.
Yes,
that's exciting.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's exciting.
So excited.
Do you think that he'll take the same approach he did with Biden, just let her talk and be weird?
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he'll do that.
Yeah,
I think he has to.
But see, she is the type that will also cut him off too. So who knows?
That's what it is, though. She has that ability to play you're being an overbearing male, and that's what she has to do to kind of win that debate.
She's gonna win, I think.
You think so?
I know, it's tragic.
It's kind of dangerous because she does have that the joy stuff that they're doing. They're doing this whole like facade of like, we're like just normal people. Look at me cracking an egg with one hand. I'm so good at cooking. And I think that works on a lot of people. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of scary.
I mean, the way they were able to build it up, like Trump gets shot, Biden claims he's going to keep going. The next day he's like, I got COVID, I quit forever. Then they drag Kamala out of nowhere.
I'm not going anywhere. Just kidding.
And then they just build her up in this amount of time. I'm sorry but that's the trajectory. I agree with you.
And she's staying out of the light enough to where people don't know how unlikable she is.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that was on purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
absolutely.
If the Trump thing was orchestrated to kind of like push Biden out this close to the election, it doesn't give people enough time to really get to know her and realize that there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and she has a 92% turnover rate in her staff.
Wow.
Which
is
is
more than Trump?
Yeah.
What was Trump's turnover rate, do we know? It was really high.
It was high, but it was not near 90. 92% is shocking, especially when you're dealing with somebody who's in a vice president position where you can move up. Most people get a job like that and try to hang on.
I wonder if it was her firing everybody, or if people couldn't work for her, or if one of her handlers is the one doing it all.
People have said it's her.
Gotcha.
So but that's the reports from people who may be disgruntled.
She's emotional.
Yeah,
she has a lot of menstrual cycles.
Yeah, she's a woman who's gonna, have periods and ruin the country.
Yeah.
Trump's is 85%.
Okay.
Still less.
Right.
No, it's less.
I still think Trump's likely. The actual,
But that's also not
the actual base behind Trump is more active, I feel like, because Kamala, when they did the Megan Thee Stallion thing and she has these rallies, it's not ever her that's the draw. It's whatever is at the rally that is the draw. Like Megan Thee Stallion, she brings people in to watch a concert and they go, oh, it's also Kamala Harris, and then they pretend that everybody actually likes her. I don't think there's that many people that actually are like grassroots excited for Kamala. And then trotted out all the actors and then all the comedians, and they were like pretending.
Well, all those people are just anti-Trumps more than pro-Kamala.
True, yeah.
Just we hate Trump, so Kamala.
That's all it is.
You almost
All
don't
the
even have
energy.
to make Kamala likable. You just have to make Trump unlikable enough in comparison.
Which, I mean, he
Yeah.
does to himself. But I feel like this time around, he's like you said earlier in that other debate, he's reined that in, and he's being more presidential in his actions than he was before. So maybe that'll even it out a little bit. And he's doing a lot of like actual good kind of outreach to younger generations. We were talking about it. He was on Aiden Ross's stream.
Mm-hmm.
He was with
Yeah, everyone.
Theo. That was a great interview, and you get to just see him as like a person. It's still, it's still a campaign facade, but it's more real than Kamala's. I feel like. So I still think it's very likely. It's just like people on Trump's side need to not just go, all right, well, it's Trump. He's going to win no matter what. So who cares? You need to still be thinking about, okay, this is still a game that we could lose.
Of course.
Well,
and
probably will.
Yeah, and I mean,
Maybe,
you're
yeah.
both right. I mean, the idea is she just has to beat Trump. It's not about getting
Winning
the vote.
America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
True,
It's
yeah.
not about that. But you know what makes you a winner?
Oh, what?
You're
Is that how
you're
do
gonna
it?
need this for the
Is that how you're gonna do it?
You're definitely gonna
Okay.
want this. There's nothing better at the end of a long day, I've been told, than sitting down to your favorite easy chair
Oh, that's right.
with a glass of your favorite whiskey.
Sitting down.
Now, I don't
Sipping
do
on it.
this anymore, but you do.
I do every
You
once
sober?
in a while.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
15 years. How about you?
I might as well be, but no, I don't have an issue like you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a weak man.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you like to sit down, sip on a nice whiskey, and if you'd
Yes.
like to get a good one,
Yep.
Flying Ace of Spirits right there. And if you want to, you get that, and you could also feel good about yourself because they help American causes.
Yes, they do. What they do is they actually, Craftco,
Mm-hmm.
they have teamed with Flying Ace Spirits, and they give scholarships to the children of fallen soldiers as well as injured soldiers and first responders. And what you can do is go to flyingacespirits.com, use promo code America, and what you're going to do is you're going to get free shipping, and they're going to donate money to scholarships to every one of these kids from first responders and soldiers that need the help.
So while you're feeling good, feel good about yourself. Wait, when you use that promo code, you get what do you get with that?
Free shipping.
Free shipping. Wow.
And
Incredible.
also a delightful,
Insane.
delightful bottle of whiskey that our friend Derek, who is a lush, says is
Oh, yeah.
fantastic. So I would
Drinks
highly
much more than I do, and he says it's good.
Yes.
I'll
So
take two.
There you go. We've already got a sale. He's putting kids through college.
Done.
FlyingACespirits.com, promo code America. Go check it out right now. Do something good while relaxing yourself.
Oh yeah. Drink responsibly.
Relaxing yourself sounded a little bit masturbation-y.
Did a little bit.
vulgar.
Well, you can do both.
But hey,
Yeah.
when you're sitting in that comfy chair,
You can have a tall glass of whiskey and masturbate.
Nothing better. Two
Yes.
best things in the world.
Could have a
Lord
little
knows
too
I
much
have.
whiskey and try to masturbate.
I've done
Yeah,
that.
and it just does
Lord
not end
knows I
well.
have. And your parents find you on the kitchen floor and the house is on fire.
Yeah,
Some cheese. Some
True
cheesy
story.
breads.
it's creamy.
In a newly released video by Project Veritas, FDA lawyer Isaac Belfer admitted that the agency had exceeded its authority condemning the use of ivermectin in online statements made during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Wow.
Yeah, Belfer is defending the Food and Drug Administration in a lawsuit filed by Houston's Dr. Mary Taylor Bowden.
I like that we use the horse dewormer
Yeah.
picture.
Why would we not?
Not
It's
a photo
apple
of the
flavored.
actual medication.
It's apple flavored.
All right. Okay.
And doctors Robert Apter and and Paul Merrick. What happened? Let's see the video.
I did have a case. If you remember, during the pandemic, FDA issued some tweets that said, "You're not a horse, you're not a cow."
I do remember that.
Stop it with the ivermectin.
Yes.
Well, they were sued over that.
Did you defend them in that?
I did. I was somewhat successful. I actually won my case. Then they appealed, and the different officer handles appeals lost me. They really shouldn't be saying, "Don't date this drug." They'll often use something like tweets as like a vehicle to pursue a broader agenda. There was some legitimate problem with what FDA did. An agency can only do what it has statutory authorization to do. Like, FDA can only do what Congress said it can do. That's it. The argument was that FDA didn't have authority to tell people not to take a certain drug. It's okay for FDA to communicate information about the drug, but that it's not okay to take the next step and actually tell people you should not take this drug.
So that would have cured people, and then they told you that you're not a horse or a cow.
Well, it's that they were trying to say don't do the horse tranquilizer, or not the horse tranquilizer, but the dewormer, but never said, oh, you could also use the human version of that to treat certain elements, and it works.
There's also a lot of people that like horse drugs. Like ketamine's really popular these days.
It's
I would see someone say, hey, this is for horse. I'd be like, sign me up. I love horse stuff.
That's my stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's used to treat depression.
Mm-hmm.
You can't overdo it and sit in a tub, but other than that, you're good.
Well,
have you done ketamine?
Once. I did it at a rave in, where was I? Phoenix.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah, I like it.
But also, I'm anti-hidden camera getting people. Like, that was clearly someone filming him without his consent. Whoever filmed that, I'm on the lawyer's side, the evil lawyer defense. I'm on his side. I don't agree with getting people behind their backs.
How do they
move.
set these up?
But didn't he kind of get America behind their back by being like, hey, ivermectin's bad, don't ever take it.
That's his
even though
job.
you're dying.
He was just doing his job. He was defending. He got hired to make a defense. He did it. And now these people are like, look at this guy. He's full of shit. He's full of shit. Filming him behind his back. Asshole move.
Not cool.
Not cool. It's not chill. Rats. These are rats, is what these people are. I don't support rats.
I didn't know Project Veritas
I think they're
was still
taking
around.
down the bad guys, though.
I didn't think Project Veritas was still around.
Oh, why? Because Andrew Tate?
What?
Wasn't he Project Veritas at one point?
No, that's it's
He wasn't part of it.
What's the guy that Project O'Keefe?
Oh, that was it, yeah.
He left and did his own thing. They tried to like backstab him.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't know Project Veritas was still around.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're still sneaking cameras into places.
Snitches get stitches.
Having soup with people and trying to get them to admit everything.
But everybody has
Also-
soup. If you got a lot of secrets, why are you having all these,
Why do
dates?
people meet so many strangers, though, and just tell them everything?
just
they
blow
should?
all your secrets?
That guy should have kept his mouth shut. Dumb on his part, but also snitches get stitches. Fuck those rats.
There's just
I don't know who filmed that.
Like
They
all
should
of it.
get beaten up by someone. They should get bullied.
I'm glad he did it, but I do understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you're going in there with a hidden camera.
We've all done stuff we're not proud of. We've all done stuff for work. Maybe Glenn, needs a little extra love. I'll give him that love, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
to get the check. So it's like, yeah, I don't want someone to film me talking about it at a bar without my knowing.
No,
take the dates, man.
We're all whores. I get that.
Yeah.
Any comic
Clear.
who's going to be like, look, I wouldn't do that for the money.
Right.
A complete liar.
I was just talking about this the other day. The first time I went on the road was with Pauly Shore. You know how I got that gig? I went to his office and climbed under his desk and set up his computer for him.
Of course.
I built his old Mac computer, got it working for him, and that's how I got my start on the road.
Mm-hmm.
People do things.
Yeah, where you're like, I found some stuff on here, Paul.
Exactly. I was like, hey, this video is now on my phone, just so you know.
Yeah, no,
Just so you know.
no big deal. Sure would like to tour. Anyway, you got my digis. It's true, though. I mean, that's the idea, too, when people say, like, oh, you selling out? You're like, yeah, I was going to do this for money. How do you want to run? Kind of like pays.
Yeah.
Paid, I don't know.
Weird.
No, so I
Do it for the love of it, Dave.
Oh, no, I mean,
dare
I did do it for the love of it. I'm dead inside now, but I mean, at one point, sure.
Yeah, the first few years you love it, and then you
realize.
get bitter, and you're like, hey, I want to buy a house one day.
Yeah. And then you have to keep the house,
Oh, dude.
and you have a family like I do, and you go, look, I don't like a lot of people.
How dare you?
I like you. I like
like you
him.
too,
I
man.
like her. It's fine.
So far, we just met.
So far, we didn't meet. Well, we met in the men's
Well,
room.
I
and
have
now
a
we're here.
secret camera. I've been recording you this whole time.
What?
Yep, turns out.
I'm saying, not cool.
I'm going to make a video. Go to Project Veritas.
It is weird, though. That's why I don't admit stuff to strangers. That's why I don't talk to strangers.
I know. I'm like a steel trap, dude. I don't say nothing, dude.
I
There needs to be
I forget about stuff instantly.
there needs to be a law that if you don't know you're being filmed, whatever you're saying, you can't be held accountable for.
It doesn't count.
if
Well,
you
in
admit to
some
murder,
states, you
It
can't,
is.
it's just totally legal to film somebody without their consent.
Texas.
In this state.
Texas.
legal too.
Yeah.
By the way,
You
single
can
party
record somebody's conversation on the phone without them knowing.
we knew
But
a guy
that would
did
be
that.
messed up.
That was Bush did that, right? After 9/11, that was a 9/11 thing.
I think that was the entire. Even watching this, I was watching a special on that the other night on the NSA, and it is truly disturbing how that just went
Oh,
through
dude,
with
yeah.
Snowden and everybody
Yes.
was like, okay.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, this is serious shit.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
why
for
hasn't he
national
been
security.
pardoned yet?
Yeah,
Snowden. He needs to be let off.
absolutely. He
At
needs.
the same time, he is a snitch.
Hey,
So keep him locked up. I don't know.
But
But he was
Die by the
he
sword.
was a snitch though about an unconstitutional thing going against the American people.
I
Yeah.
hear you, but at the end of the day, it's like, do we want snitches to win?
you're right.
Do we want rats to win? I don't know.
It's a
But
hard.
who's
it's a
really
slippery
the
slope.
rat though? Because the rats are the ones spying on us when you think about it.
Man,
Maybe
He's kind of the anti-rat.
he was the tattletale in school. He was the kid that was like, he's bullying me. It's like, whatever, nerd, shut up.
Yeah, I get that.
And I'm a nerd too, so I'm.
But all the, but I think all the rats were the ones writing down all your stuff and telling people what you're saying. And he was like, "You shouldn't be ratting on all these people.
they're
I'm
like,
gonna
hey,
go
you're putting
rat on
people-
you."
you win this
Danger.
round.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, but I get you.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I hear the argument.
Yeah. But yeah.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm right, but this is how my heart feels.
No,
but I'm
I-
wrong.
look.
Yeah.
Just tell your truth.
Yeah.
I agree. You don't got to go snitching.
Yeah, it's not cool. I wouldn't do it.
No.
He also could have done it anonymously, couldn't, or maybe not. Why did he take all the credit for it? I guess he had to.
I'm assuming that
Like prove the.
he probably knew that they could figure it out anyway from what he just found out. So he's
Yeah.
like, I might as
I'm
well just say
afraid
it's
he's-
me. Because that was at a time where they realized. I mean, was it beneficial? Probably, because it stopped 25 terrorist attacks in the next couple of years.
Wow.
And also the Boston Marathon bombers were discovered because of
I
what
didn't
they
know
were
this.
using. Yeah.
Really?
See that?
Yeah. So,
So
like
he
they-
did cost lives.
Well, he didn't, but like the NSA, the technology they were using with like local cameras and everything with face scans, they were able to find the Boston bombers almost immediately. So it's like an argument of like, okay, if it is used for counterterrorism, is that okay? Sure. But if it's not being used for counterterrorism, it's just being used
Yeah,
to
where's
follow
the
you
line?
whenever they want. Where's the line? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like lulling you into that surveillance state. Going,
Brother.
it's for your safe. It's for your safety. It's for
Yeah.
your safety.
I mean, if you want to catch, Taliban and Hamas and stuff, I'm down with that. But should they actually be doing this for just everyday American citizens?
But then how do you?
Yeah, how do you know who's?
How do you hunt down the Hamas people without also collecting stuff on your citizens?
You can tell.
Yeah, but you're gonna get it. You know,
As
By
long
what
as
they're
I
wearing?
could keep
the
my
FBI
gun.
looking for CP. They're gonna collect the CP.
What's CP?
I can't say it. Children in,
It's
Oh,
Yeah.
situations. I hear you.
like the FBI has to
Oh yeah.
observe that and collect it
My cousin was
in the
an agent
process.
who did that, and she quit after a year. And now she teaches school kids because it was so horrible.
It's got to be. that's
Do you
a freaking
think
horrible
there's
thing to do.
like people who are into that get into the thing
Oh
to
my
like
God.
specific? Like there has to be, right?
For
It can't-
sure.
the
You know?
number is not zero.
Oh,
That can't be.
right.
I'm sure there's ones
Like
that show
those
up.
kind of people flock to positions where you can
Yeah.
like take advantage. You know, what I'm saying?
Let Big Brother surveil a little bit.
You're okay with it? Just like
A little, I guess, until they go too far, let them do it.
I have friends like that that are just like, at this point, whatever.
If we could
There's no
stop
privacy.
CP, if we could stop terrorism, and as long as I can keep my guns,
Oh,
We're good.
There's a line.
Yeah, I think as long as you can keep your guns, and I think as
Yeah.
long as you're allowed to have the rights you're supposed to have.
right?
But if you buy a car when you get in it and there's a camera and it's like, "Hello, Dave, I've made that choice."
We're there, bro.
That's why I don't buy that car.
We're
They're
there.
probably doing it anyway, so might as well let them do it.
Remember the Progressive commercials where you could put a chip in your car and it would tell Progressive how nice you're driving, so you can get
Dumbest
discounts?
thing I ever saw.
Like hell no.
That was a real thing. That was
That was a real thing, yeah. They were running it with that Flo character where she was like, put this chip in your car, and when you drive nice, we'll give you discounts. And I was like, okay.
And then
Big brother.
everybody's insurance shot up.
Yeah, I don't want them to know how I'm driving.
Bro, I don't want you to know how I'm driving.
No one should. Well, it was
Just
just
driving way too fast all the time.
What's everyone doing that they don't want to be watched?
Drugs,
Like,
Oh,
yeah, I
anything
guess.
else?
I think it's just a matter of your own personal
Principles.
privacy.
masturbating, and drugs.
Yeah. Well,
Big
trust
comfy
me.
couch.
I don't want you to know what kind of porn I'm watching. I don't want you to know what kind of drugs I'm taking.
Well, I
That's
asked
it.
my cousin who was a Fed, and I'm like, "Is it just turning on somebody's phone and somebody masturbating?" And she's like, "Most of the time."
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's really the reality. It's,
Yeah, being the
They're just
person that's
looking
to
at you.
siphon through everything would be scarring.
Yeah,
Chat roulette.
anybody who's staring at their phone is really probably either FaceTiming with a friend or masturbating. It's not like
FaceTiming.
there's no difference.
Yeah. I'm not going to say which one I do.
think.
Yeah. And then you just see somebody like who's like, ah. I mean, that's
Now, what if you had an AI analyzing all that stuff and there's no humans involved? How do you feel about that?
That makes it better, right? Because then they're
Right?
detecting only stuff they're supposed to.
Yeah, it's the robot that's going.
And that's kind of what's going to happen.
I'm cool with
And
that.
people get freaked out about that too. They think that the robot's going to take over and it'd be like Skynet,
Probably will.
like Terminator.
well, I think it's already has. I always thought Skynet was the internet when the internet came out, and I think the internet is just Skynet.
Well, there's no cool robots that look like
There's
Arnie.
robots.
Yeah, but they're not cool yet.
No, they do like
You ever
gymnastics.
see, like,
the
the
dancing
Boston
ones, those are
ones?
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they always fall over like really easy.
The egg-looking ones that clean up trash at LaGuardia are not cool.
Have you seen the delivery ones that deliver
Yeah.
pizza and stuff?
All
That's
over
actually kind
LA.
of cool. And they have like big eyes. And they're like, woo.
Yeah.
You
I
should
saw a homeless person rob one the other day. Real story.
Easy. So easy.
Yeah.
They lifted it
amazing.
up and just took all the meals out of it, and
Absolutely.
the thing just started beeping and making noise, but no one did anything.
Yeah, no one cares.
help.
Yeah.
If you gave it a voice, I think people might think about it.
screaming for its robot life. Well, there was one that was like going through the Dallas-Fort Worth one, and it was during Pride Month last year, so it was rainbow, and it was playing. Remember that? I videotaped it.
Yes.
It's
No,
playing like techno music, and I'm like, this is really trying
It was
way too
amazing.
hard. I'm like, this thing's just on ecstasy, just going through the airport.
Nick Swartzen's gay robot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
real life.
real life, where
Glow
they're
sticks.
It had a
Yeah.
funny name too. I can't remember the name of it.
like, it was
we did a
something.
whole segment about it.
Yeah, it was insane when I saw it. I'm like,
told you, I forget
is
about things.
this a prank? Like,
I'm for the robots. I think we should do more robots. Make more robots. I like it.
sex robots.
Okay. All right.
I'm for driverless cars too. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to see anyone. I want to be able to go into the car feeling and looking like shit and just taking me where I want to go.
See, I love cars, so I want to drive.
But you still can drive. I'm saying for calling Ubers and stuff. I love
Oh, like
yeah.
drive services.
because in LA and Phoenix now you can, and San Francisco you can get Ubers now with no driver.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
I kind
cool.
of like that.
I feel like if there was no drivers,
smell.
although I do like driving, I do like having the hands on the wheel driving myself. But if every single person on the road it was all driverless, everything could just go like 80, 90, 100 miles per hour, and it would just be like.
I like the option of both. I have this new thing called Comma AI. It's basically an aftermarket Tesla, and I put it in my Ford pickup truck. And when I'm on the freeway going long distances to San Diego, it's so nice to just put on autopilot, kind of just check on it every minute.
How does it work in your truck?
It hooks up, so every truck now has lane centering. It hooks up to that system, has a camera looking forward and backwards, and just drives for you.
Really?
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it just makes it so much less tiring. It used to be I'd drive in 3 hours of traffic and I get there and I'm exhausted. Now I can get there and still have a day.
Oh, that's not bad
Take
at
a
all.
nap, read a book.
Well, you still at this stage it makes you watch the road still, but you're
Does it
not
know,
really
bro?
watching. It has a camera watching you. So back to Big Brother. Yeah,
Freaked out again.
but it's worth it. It's worth the benefits in my mind.
Well, I mean, the
they get
technology's
you.
grown so much where you're getting alerted. There's bells on everything. I mean, if you really do want to sit back, there's enough safety precautions on it. And then I just like the idea of driving for myself. But I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
It's comfortable.
You still can though.
Yeah,
You
no,
feel
and I
like-
like that
yeah.
too. Yeah.
What if they had separate highways that were like, this is a human highway where people could drive themselves, or they could use the
Or a lane, yeah.
or, the
separate
lane,
the
or a
lanes.
lane, yeah, where it's like this is, you get on this highway and it's like the Autobahn, only driverless. It's all driving 200 miles per hour.
They should. And they should allow drunk driving now. If you have a autonomous car, you should be allowed to drunk drive.
Oh,
if a Tesla,
Yeah.
drunk driving should be legal.
There you go.
Yeah, I think at least like up it a little bit back to 0.1. I mean, when they lowered it to 0.08, it was absurd anyway.
That's Kamala's first policy.
Cost me $2.
It's right there.
But yeah, I agree. I think it's the problem with the lanes is you're going to have to deal with construction, and that's just not going to happen in this country and have that
Ever again.
work.
Unless you have robots doing it.
Well, it's not like Japan where they don't have 5,000 different people you have to go through in order to make a building. It's why if something, or even China where something collapses, it's like, we'll have it fixed by Wednesday.
Yeah.
Where here, every single city you go through, they will not fix anything ever. Ever.
I-35 has been on construction for
Of course it
20,
has.
30 years.
Yeah, of course it has.
But if it was robots, lickety split, they'd have that done.
They still wouldn't do it. You'd have robot. It
Would
would.
they be all under a tree going?
Yeah.
This job sucks.
It's still just it wouldn't happen. I mean, America's just not. We're not good like that.
Look, man, I'm just trying to look at.
Saying we
right
need
side of
Chinese
things.
laborers, slave people.
Oh, it did work in the
Children.
past. It hurt.
You need children working on the roads.
How
That's
hard
where
is
we went wrong. Not using kids,
Yeah.
cleaning chimneys, getting inside of those small crevices in like a giant machinery thing.
Once they know
fingers.
how to read, they need to get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Everyone should know how to read. I'm not crazy. But
Ask
once you know
any-
how to read a book, after you read Harry Potter, all the Harry Potter series, get to work.
Yeah,
In the workforce.
I agree. Ask any of the dead little rascals.
Yep.
Once you're ready to read, you are ready to work.
That's right. Make that
And
money.
then once you die doing a fire stunt, you can easily be replaced with a new alfalfa.
Amen.
Thank you.
That was a good
That's all
one.
I ask, is people understand that. So California,
My home.
your home
state.
Your home.
town, my friend.
Still live there. I still live there.
Yes, the lawmakers approved Bill AB 1480, which allows for illegal immigrants to receive up to $150,000 for down payments on homes.
Holy crap.
Money.
I'm going to go south of the border and come back.
Yeah,
Is this a loan or is this just here's $150,000?
it's just $150,000 to get
cash.
Cash,
Yeah,
yeah.
up to 20%
Incredible.
down payment.
Yeah, it's a 20% down
That's
payment.
amazing.
Yeah. You don't qualify, but
Dang it.
You'll never own a home.
yeah,
They work harder than me. I'll give them that.
Dang it.
yeah, it depends. But
You work hard to get here.
yeah, the program is called the California Dream for All.
Except
Loan
you.
program. Well, for all who sneak over,
Yeah.
will provide up to 20% down payment assistance of up to $150,000.
Wow.
Initially, the program was only for legal residents. However, the new version will be for illegal applicants.
Wait, so that as a resident, you can get that.
Um,
It said the original one was for.
Not anymore.
No, it's just
No.
for illegal immigrants.
Now they switched it.
Yes.
correct.
Oh,
The bill passed in the state Senate 23-11. Governor Gavin Newsom is not yet committed to signing it into law, though.
Okay, so it hasn't happened yet.
So it's not official.
Got it. I guess I can't get mad until it's official.
Yeah, but that's insane. There's houses.
It sounds quite insane.
In 2009, you could just get tons of houses for that when the first bubble collapsed and everybody lost everything. And
keep
right
waiting
now
for that bubble, bro.
Dude, we're in a massive housing bubble.
I'm waiting for the
I mean,
bubble
maybe
to
at
pop.
this point we just give up on California, let them do all this stuff, and California will be this weird, unique place that people can go to for culture and illegal immigrants and see the way they live, and then the rest of America is America.
What's that
I
Kurt
think it's
Russell?
there.
Kurt Russell movie? Similar.
Escape from New
Escape
York
from L.A.
or LA.
LA,
Really
yeah.
would be the more apt one.
Yeah. Yeah, where you just have Bruce Campbell with a bigger chin performing plastic surgery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve Buscemi is also in that movie.
yes, he is.
That's a good movie. Okay,
I've never seen it.
It is
Not
good.
here, but
it's
I
good.
want
It's a bad good movie though.
Yeah.
I like it. Escape from New York's better, but Escape
It
from
is?
L.A. is entertaining.
My
They're the
son
same-
asked me to watch that movie, dude.
Sequel.
People there.
Yeah, John Carpenter, Halloween.
Was L.A. not the first one? What's where he
No.
has to get the daughter, right? Or am
That's
I
part
mixing
It's
two.
it up?
LA. That's
Okay.
LA.
Oh, are you talking about? No, you're not talking about Big Trouble in Little China, are you?
No, he has to
No.
he has to Larkin. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
He has to go
Oh
there
no,
and
he's Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken. That's right.
Call
and
me Snake.
he's got to go there to get the mayor's daughter or something, who's wrapped up in.
Yeah, that's Escape from L.A.
Okay, then I'm right.
Escape from New York is the first one with Stacy Keach,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
John
don't know if I ever saw
Carpenter.
it.
It's really good.
Early '80s. Yeah.
Yeah, and the second one's very 90s.
Yes, it is.
It's very Russell.
I just went to San Diego this weekend.
Oh,
a great
hometown.
place.
Well, yeah, San Diego's awesome.
Burritos
Minus
are
downtown,
awesome.
the gas lamp. I love it.
Gaslamp's really cool.
Oh, see, I don't like gas.
I
lamp.
thought it was cool.
It's-
What's your favorite?
I like
location?
North County. That's where I'm from. The
North
beaches.
County's great,
The
yeah.
gas lamp.
Gorgeous.
Here's what I don't like about a gas lamp. It's just too much party for me. I don't like going to nightclubs. I don't like waiting in lines. I don't like people dressing up.
I only go there during the
drunk
day.
people. Yeah, during the day it's
So,
nice.
yeah.
Gas lamp's nice during the day.
Especially
the
if
comedy
it's
there.
A skater, it's got to be. What's your home club?
I started comedy in LA. So I'd say the Comedy Store, just because I was a door guy at the LA Comedy Store. So when I go down to San Diego, I love it there.
Yeah.
But they're all cool.
Oh, okay, cool. What's is there anyone near you? They don't have another one near you, do they?
The comedy store's in La Jolla. It's the only one. But then in the Gas Lamp, there's 3. They're not that the names matter, but there's American Comedy Co., Madhouse, and the Laugh Factory, all within a block of each other.
Yeah, they're like really close to each other. I go there for San Diego Comic-Con, and I just went there this weekend just to take my daughter there because she wanted to see the beach. She'd never seen it before. And like the Gas Lamp is crazy busy, like all the time.
Oh yeah, especially during Comic-Con. It's insane.
It's insane. They changed the entire downtown to like Comic-Con Central. It's
I love the zoo there.
That's what I hear. I didn't get to go, but I was going to go.
Amazing, yeah.
You got to go back just for the zoo. They got pandas again. They got it all.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I went there in 2002 when I first lived there, and I loved
fucks.
it. And then there was a place, and I wish I could find it, but it was on the bay, and they had the best clam chowder I've ever eaten in my entire life.
San Diego.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ever. And I wish I could find it again.
Trying to think what it could be.
It was so good.
So yeah, San Diego. I don't know if you guys know much about pandas, but the United States technically doesn't own any pandas. They're on loan from China, even if they give birth to one.
They got to send it back.
Send it back. There was one in Atlanta that they're sending back to China this year, I think.
Yeah, and so because America and China aren't getting along or whatever, China's like, we want all our pandas back. That's
like, get out of here, those lazy bears.
We should keep some pandas.
Just out of spite.
just to see what they do.
Yeah, like
we got your panda.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it?
We'll go to war over a panda. Do it.
Yeah, we got your panda. You just hear a gunshot. Now we got one panda left.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
They just gave birth to a panda somewhere.
I don't know, but yeah, San Diego's had a couple births there.
Yeah, I think there was one recently. It may have been here.
Really?
Yeah. I just had a brand new baby panda.
I thought that was
they're
like
real
rare. It
tiny.
doesn't happen.
Hmm?
They don't like to have sex.
You got to force them. You got to hit them with bamboo.
I think at that point, just let them like go extinct. They want to go extinct.
But
Yeah,
they're-
that's the natural
their
course
choice.
of things. Yeah.
I
No,
think
in
we're
the
interfering,
wild,
you know?
in the wild, they do it. They just recently learned how to make them breed in captivity because you have to get the conditions just perfect.
Oh, okay.
So they couldn't figure it out for
Gotcha,
a long
gotcha.
time, but they did.
Pandas.
I like a good
I
panda.
don't get it.
You're like a wildlife expert on the show.
I like animals,
Yeah.
and just to be clear, I don't have sex with them.
Well,
It's like learning
I don't
about
think
them
anybody
and
was
watching
thinking
them.
that.
I
But
didn't think you did.
Yeah.
now
good.
I'm
I
kind
just
of
wanna-
thinking maybe.
I just want to make clear I've never had sex with any animals. I've never even kissed one.
Really? What about a dog?
They've kissed me, but I've
That's
never
what I
kissed a
mean.
dog.
You never, like,
instigate
tongue,
anything.
never with tongue.
Yeah.
I promise, never with tongue.
Okay.
I swear.
Do you know what a bear has for breakfast?
What?
Panda cakes. Thank you. Thank you all.
Harlan Williams had a great bear joke. He said, "This is a Harlan Williams joke." He said, "This is my impression of Winnie the Pooh robbing someone. Give me all your money and your honey." He did that in Comedy Central in like 1998, and I told him in the belly room, I was like, "Hey, I love this joke you did in 1998," and he's like, "I forgot about that. I'll do it right now." He does it, just eat shit.
Oh.
Yeah, one of
And
my
then he gets off stage and just looks at you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck you.
one of my favorite jokes because it was eating it so bad. Was it? He would do a bunch on. Was it when he hosted Premium Blend?
Yeah, he's done that a bunch of times, I think.
Yeah, I told the same thing in just the Columbus Funny Bone, and it was about him throwing Cheerios into his pool because there were ants in there, and he wanted to give them life rafts. The whole crowd's dead silent. He goes, "I'm not gay."
He's so good.
Dude, he's one
Harlan's
of the
great.
best. I'm so glad he's finally getting recognition again because it was sort of just down for him.
Yeah, it was.
And he was always so funny. Well,
Well,
that is so far our show. All right.
Oh, wow. Time
It's
flew
hump
by.
day.
Time
Show's
flies.
over?
Show's over, my
Wow.
friend.
I
Quick
can't believe I
and easy.
flew out for that.
I know.
I know, bro.
What an absolute waste. Anyway. You were fantastic. Thank you for joining
Thanks for
us.
having me.
I really appreciate it. And again, where can we find you? Do you have any upcoming dates people can see you at?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, go to my website, arimannis.com, and I list all my dates there. I go on the road with Theo Vaughn sometimes. I do my own dates in Northern California coming up, San Diego, all LA, everywhere.
Very cool. Now let's go to the end of the world. That's right. A semi-truck in Mississippi lost its entire cargo after an accident resulted in beer spilling all over the road. How did the first responders know it was beer spilled all over the road?
Because it was all dizzy and experiencing the roundabouts.
Oh, there you go. I like
Spin it.
that one. Angela.
I tried to convince the Boulevard it was dating to take the back road that night.
Oh, yeah.
That's a difficult pull too.
I
Yeah.
think all first responders are severe alcoholics, and they just know what's up, and they start licking the road, and they get a reward. It's good. They deserve it.
Yeah, they do.
They deserve some
They do.
free booze.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. I'm going to say the road sent a late night text to the alley saying, "You up?"
That's hot.
That's some sexy stuff. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Same normal time, same normal place.
Hey, see you later.